And we're off. Ladies and gentlemen, here on the right-hand side, we have Eaton and Geiger going up 2-1 after their victory in their previous match. They are facing off against Felix and Lancenshield.
Felix and Lanson trying to stabilize the series and bring us to game 5. Geiger and Eaton obviously want to finish up the game right here and now. It's interesting that Eaton is on hanging base 3 games in a row.
I think he's very okay with that one.
Yeah, I think he has the build order down to the last single thing. So this is a quite interesting map because the angles the bases have at each other. So many times the bottom bases defend against direct impact from the front and are not so well defended from a cannon shot from the top or maybe some lasers.
Indeed.
Players usually forget the angles that this map provides.
It's not only forget, but often it's difficult to defend the top of your base and the sides of your base without really sacrificing the structural integrity of something somewhere. So it becomes a difficult decision to make. Do I defend this for sure, or do I just kind of risk that my opponent's not going to nail that near pixel perfect shot they need in order to finish me off from the top? Actually, looks like we've got heavy weapons all around. All 4 players in this match going for the energy weapon technology, which is things become a little bit spicy when this happens, because for those who aren't familiar, energy weapons, the plasma beam and fire beam, while generally more damaging and destructive than the cannon option, can be hard countered by energy shields. And if there isn't another kind of weapon actively being used, then energy shields just render a player immune to destruction from the energy weapons. So when you have this scenario where all players in the game go for energy weapons, what ends up happening is all players in the game get energy shields, and then nothing happens. It becomes a stalemate, and it turns into a game of whoever can transition first out of the laser technology.
As soon as we saw the 4 factories, I looked at the veto, and I see Shockna on the Felix and Lanson's commander pool. I really hope they go for Shockna here with full fire beams and energy shields that actually store the energy incoming from the laser shots.
That would give them the advantage. It seems to be the case here.
Double fire beams for them and fire beams and plasma for the enemy. So, yeah.
I think this might actually end the game before the energy shields were able to come out. The fire beam strategy here for blue team is not going to be going for core damage. They're going to target weapons. And those weapons, those plasma beams are expensive and cannot be easily defended until after the first couple volleys of the fire beams, which leaves them vulnerable. This fire beam rush is generally considered a timing attack that counters, like specifically meant to counter the other plasma beam strategy. We'll see if...
Oh, Lanson actually slowed down because of the second door placement, but it finished fast and he's now ready to shoot. I wonder if he has the energy to do that. He has only 1 battery.
He's only got about a 10-second time frame. Looks like he nails it.
And there it goes. Yeah, and the support from Felix, super nicely done by Team Blue, eliminating the 2 weapons from Geiger, basically rendering him weaponless for the next 2.5 minutes.
Now that did give Eaton enough time to defend his weapons. Nope, he didn't. He didn't defend it. Uh-oh. Oh, that's it. That's 2 hits before it's complete.
Oh.
Oh, it's not on fire. It's not on fire.
Just.
They didn't hit the brace. It's not on fire. They missed.
Oh no! It just completed at the time of the second shot, and yeah, they directly hit the weapon, not the bracing below it.
Oh no! But it doesn't matter.
Now the second salvo gets it. Yeah, the fire beams just shoot so fast.
That's gonna put Eaton and Geiger without weapons. The fire beams reign supreme. The energy shields are coming out, but it may be too little too late. The damage has already been done.
Yeah, that was what I mentioned by the angle. Only one fire beam left for Eaton. That's not gonna be enough for them for sure. And soon Felix and Lanson gonna have the active. And imagine shooting 4 plasma beams at any base.
It's about to get very rough. There it is.
Yeah. Yeah, no energy for Lanson.
Oh.
And also the aim was not perfect. The quick transition from Geiger into sandbags. Really good choice. I feel like Eaton and Geiger's bears are much more well defended against weaponry. Lanson particularly can be one-shot by lasers.
Yes, I have to agree with that. The Geiger and Eaton base defenses and base design are, I think, just straight up better. Whoa. Actually, Eaton, his core should be exposed from below, yes? From that, yeah, that...
yes.
Those laser beams,
yeah.
It's only a single strut of wood defending that.
I'm sure that the lower laser doesn't have the angle, but the top might very well have. Probably the sandbag has to be removed, but
okay, I think Eaton has noticed it himself. The fire beam is coming in. Oh, there's the energy shield reflects.
And energy shield using up the energy received.
Eaton losing his fire beam to a counter snipe. It's like blue team again.
The space doors.
Oh, that's enough.
Space doors keeping alive. Maybe. I think the space doors are just enough to keep those weapons alive.
Just barely, but they do survive.
Yeah, the four space doors by Geiger. Those weapons are not shooting Felix anytime. Those are pins to Lanson.
Oh no.
And there goes the combo. Oh, but Geiger misses the combo. Doesn't really shoot exactly where the fire beam landed. That very well could have been the end of Lanson.
Doesn't have that Mateo laser accuracy.
Yeah. That could have decided the game right there and the series with it. So if they lose this game, Geiger is gonna really beat himself over that.
I don't think it was. Ooh, door snipe taking out a fire beam.
Yeah, that's a really nice shot. Deep snipe, damaging the core. So now the core advantage is actually on red side, and 6 minutes left into the game.
Yeah, that energy shield is from Geiger is enough to hold off those fire beams.
There is a single hole in the defenses of Geiger. Doesn't seem that Felix and Lanson can do charge the ability fast enough in order to properly utilize the advantage they have in commander side. But now Lanson has some really nice energy shield defenses around his core. So that will probably save a lot of resources for him.
Let's see if they have enough energy to capitalize on this now. A little bit of base wobble. Nope, not enough energy.
Yeah, Felix doesn't have. He's on 2 batteries.
He needs either an additional battery with more time between volleys or additional turbines. Additional turbines being the preferred solution.
Oh,
Oh, a
Lansing
sneaky
coming out
nuke!
with a nuke.
I think that's gonna expire. It doesn't. It
Just
collides.
about hit. Yeah.
Oh, the door snipes.
Yeah, Ethan was waiting for the snipe. Yeah, for sure.
Ethan and Geiger not really going for the kill right now. They're just trying to stay alive, as it were, by retaliating and destroying weapons where they can.
Yeah, Lanson has to shoot his nuke as soon as possible because the anti-air is about to come out from Ethan.
That internal energy shield saving Lanson's shield.
Four minutes remaining. Core health advantage at Geiger and Ethan's side. And there it goes. A bit later than optimal and already gets into some anti-air fights. The nuke doesn't land.
The sniper wars have begun as the fight for map control and anti-air is suddenly in full swing.
I think Felix loses both of his weapons there. Yes.
Yeah. And that is the end of Felix's weapons. So at this point, blue team is set to lose on time in 3 minutes. Unless blue team can manage to get some core damage done, which they don't have a whole lot of ability to do right now. Then
it's gonna be tough.
It is going to be tough.
Be super tough. As good as the start they had, they couldn't really capitalize on it, and Geiger and Ethan stabilized with so much metal doors. They defended their weapons so well that, yeah, even though Felix probably cannot be hit by anything that they have, Lanson received just that tiny amount of core damage because of the snipe over his core. Oh, that could be good.
It's still only one nuke. It's not going to be breaking
Yeah.
anything significant.
Ethan has a little bit of blinking here and there, but I don't think his base is unstable enough to collapse just from a single nuke. They would need to combo with some buzzsaws to really do a dent into that monstrosity of Swiss cheese that he has.
Oh, jeez. Minute and a half remains. Can blue team figure out a way to break this wonderfully thick defenses that Geiger and Ethan have?
Yeah, metal together with energy shields. I don't see a single way of coming back into this game for Team Blue.
I have to agree with you on that one. It's looking really bad. Oh, there's no way! Right after we said... It just sneaks through, goes up and over the sandbags and down on top of the core, doing enough damage to put blue team in the lead.
Imagine being Team Red now, just fuming.
Oh, that hurts so much.
They probably don't know they probably don't know the damage they've done. So they very well could think maybe they done more. But at this point, neither of the teams know if they are winning or not.
It just... That's
They're
just...
gonna be so happy.
Yeah.
Oh! Plasma beam!
Not quite enough.
Yeah, Felix's core actually exposed from below. but there won't be any more damage, and this is gonna be a super clutch warhead from Team Blue and keeping the semi-final going, giving us the game 5.
Wow. And
here
off.
we go. Yes, last game of the semi-finals. Super close series between Ethan and Geiger versus Felix and Lance and Shield. After a huge comeback into the last game for Felix and Lanson, the series is tied, and this is gonna be the game that decides it all. Who gets into the first season FPL finals to face up against Matteo and Bobretto. I'm just super happy to be here in Incursus, honestly.
I know that feel. These matches are amazing, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Ooh, we have an exposed turbine. It's getting tickled.
Just the usual. And Ethan in the hanging base again.
And there he goes with his turbines. You know, he likes that, and I can get behind that. Oh wait, he didn't sell off the metal behind the minigunner this time. He's like, I'm not risking sacrificing any amount of HP in my core this time.
Yes. After the last game, it was like, what, 5%? And yeah, he doesn't want anything to go south in that easy way, so yeah.
That's funny. I wonder if he's gonna sell off the minigunner at some point just so he can get rid of that extra piece of, I say extra, but just so he can get rid of that piece of metal in front of his core. Because, you know, you can't have metal in front of your core, you know, that's an issue. Yeah, he's selling it off now. Yeah, there it is.
Maybe he's changing it. Oh, he's not even changing it to wood, he is just straight up selling it. I would love to see him take some damage.
He honestly almost did.
Just get punished.
Just immediately.
Okay, so Ethan is building a silo up top, and Geiger is going for lasers.
A little bit of a role reversal there.
And Felix with the support, 2 smokes. Contrary to Matteo's 2 rocket start, he's going with 2 smokes. And Lanson with the double silo. It's quite interesting on this map because the lower base cannot build high if he has silos in the back. Otherwise, he's just gonna hit either himself or the friend of his.
You know, one of these days, I want to see someone rush an AP sniper just to punish Ethan for his greed.
Note that down, guys. Future challengers, when you see Ethan on the hanging map selling his connections to the ground, just build an AP sniper and tank after to win by easy core health.
It's gonna happen one of these days. It's probably happened to him already and he just lived with it.
Double nukes coming out from Lanson. Super strong rush. Really fast.
I mean, he can. Why not?
And Team B can be Eagle Eye or Warthog.
I imagine Warthog, given their weapon set here.
Yes. Double flags from Felix already ready. Now the double upgrade for Ethan rolling out.
So Team 2's nukes, red team's nukes, are going to be ready to fire first, so they should get the opening volley here. Additionally,
yes,
Geiger, Team 1's, blue team's lower base, has gone with the support option of fire beams. So that's going to be a while before that comes into play.
Yes, he has the machine gunners, the doored machine gunners on the bottom. That could be very well what decides whether these nukes can reach or not. Oh, the smoke.
The smoke? Is that good enough?
Oh, nice.
It
Nicely
hits.
done.
Straight to the core. Or should I say straight to the front.
Yeah, Team 2 combo all the weaponry they had. And they played really well. Smokes into buzzsaw, into nuke hit. Everything went according to the plan, and they do a huge chunk of core damage.
Only 36% left as the next wave, as the next nuke goes.
And yeah, now the order wasn't perfect for the weapons, but yeah, Ethan's nuke shield saves the day. His base is quite weak right now, honestly.
He's having a bit of a rough time, but he does manage to get the nukes off. Is it going to be enough? No. No, the anti-air
from Felix. Yeah.
The anti-air for Team 2, for Red Team, is sufficient. It shuts down both nukes. The fire beam for Blue Team is online now.
Yeah, he should have aimed the fire beam probably on top of those flags, but he didn't know that flags are there. I mean, he probably knew because Felix shot them a few times now. So, yeah, the aim from Geiger wasn't perfect.
I don't think it would have really mattered.
Yeah, the angle in which they are set up, it doesn't really matter, yeah.
Blue Team is just at a disadvantage here. The fire beams, better for doing damage, not so good at support, at least compared to the flak and smoke. Uh-oh, those nukes are going straight into smoke.
Oh, those machine gunners are really well played.
They are.
They're doing their job.
Whew. You can see the difference between the smoke being active and not. How much anti-air.
Yeah. I was about to just say that, yeah. Oh, but one smoke got popped by the fire beam, so now there is smoke and fire everywhere in Felix's base.
That should destroy pretty much everything. Oh, he does manage to recover it.
Now every player is investing in repair stations because of the smoke. And yeah, people thought the smokes and repair stations are useless, but once they realize the smokes are so good, now they realize that they need the repair stations against the smokes. Otherwise, they are just not able to build, repair, and do anything such.
At least they have a place now, which makes me happy.
We are at half time, and there is still a huge lead on the red side. Oh, Team 1 is actually Firebird. The smokes are producing fire.
They are. Which is a deadly combo. Just a little bit hard to pull off a lot of times.
We can feel the pressure on Team 1.
Yeah, I'm trying to guess. Oh! Disconnecting and shutting down the nuke.
Awesome play by Lanson. Lanson is probably the player who had the best and most consistent aim with the buzzsaws throughout the tournament.
That's a neat little fun fact.
Yeah, he managed to get probably the most one-shot buzzsaw kills, like 3 or 4 of them, for on greedy pinch fist players.
Greedy pinch fist players. Oh, that's
doesn't work.
I want to point out, Eaton actually used a disabled energy shield, allowing the projectiles to pass through without destroying them, therefore keeping the connection intact. Going to make another attempt. Red is making another attempt. Oh, that's a beautiful smoke coverage. It's not going to be enough. The smoke is cleared.
Oh, but
for a second.
I was about to say.
For a second, I thought it was going to dodge through.
Kronk, enough with the blessings of Lanson's nukes, please.
Oh, it's heart-wrenching.
Yeah, 5 minutes left, 1/3 of the game. But as we saw last game, we cannot write down any team until the last moment. Notably, Team 2 now has a much higher advantage. And yeah, it might just well come down to that play. Oh! One of the nukes was turned back against his owner.
That's always a possibility, which is definitely concerning. I just wonder if they're going to try to transition out, or like what are their... Surely Red Team isn't planning on just defending for the next 4.5 minutes.
Yes, they cannot rely on that initial core damage. Maybe it wasn't as much as they expected. They could receive a small hit and just be behind in core health. So they don't know the amount they did. They could probably estimate it that it's a lot because of the smoke, but... And also, Ethan's base is still exposed from below to an AP sniper.
That's the thing. I'm not seeing any transitions happening. I'm not seeing any weapons. They're just maintaining the status quo. But that's not working out so well against their opponents, who are actively expanding and increasing their firepower. Like, if Red Team can hold on for long enough, then sure they win. But that's an if. It's definitely a big if. They're trying again with a nuclear launch. Does not
the
succeed.
nukes go back and forth. Doesn't really arrive. Yeah, a bunch of anti-air on the map. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to come back into this.
It's just, despite there being 4 nukes on the field, 3 laser beams, and a load of anti-air, it's just a complete stalemate at this point.
And the stalemate is preferred by the team who is leading.
And right now, that's Red Team, who's really not in danger of taking much damage at this point. Or...
Oh!
It lands, but...
Now the fire beam, now the plasma, something.
They don't have anything to... Oh, core damage. Core damage. The plasma beam's off cooldown.
But the plasma beam...
He doesn't have it.
Yeah, now he has the cooldown. He can't open the door because of the smoke. He should be fine. He maybe doesn't have the energy to shoot it. Oh, it would have been so nice if he had it. That could have been a kill.
Close, but it's still so even.
Maybe a buzzsaw play could save them.
Even the plasma beam.
Yeah, the plasma beam can cut through, but they need something to do for that immense wood spam that Lanson has. Lanson is selling his batteries at this point. I think he's just gonna place metal in front of his core.
Energy shields
coming out. Yeah, they are setting up for defense.
I think they may have entertained the idea of attempting to destroy their opponents, but at this point, they're just riding off of the damage they landed from their initial alpha strike.
Oh, that could be huge if there is some follow-up with anything, and there is but the laser shields are online.
It's not going to be enough.
And the plasma beam has the opportunity to shoot below the core, maybe hit a battery. That's their only chance.
30 seconds left.
Seconds remaining.
This is their last fire.
And one of the nukes goes through, actually. Does some decent damage, but the fire...
The energy shields are still online. Even if they nail the shot with the plasma beam, it's not going to be enough. He sold off one of the nukes. He's launching anyways.
Ooh.
That could have been disastrous.
Holy moly. Just taking out the energy shields could have been detrimental. 5 seconds remaining. And based on that huge play from the game before, Lanson and Felix go into the finals to face up against Bob and Matteo. Huge comeback from Team Red, taking the victory in the last game.
Wow, did not expect.